Oh, I'm gonna have to do a curbside pickup, bro. I don't really know if I feel like waiting for delivery. If I can just, run to the shop. Bro, they put a drive-through in my shop. They put a drive-through in the weed shop.
Really?
Yeah. Yo, they deliver too. I know it's within 5 miles, boy.
Well, if you go, like, I'll go with you. That's if you go, though. If not, then.
I mean, I could go. You would just have to, like, Uber here, though. Because I can't. Like, if I'm going, it's just like, she's gonna think I'm moving my car. I'm not gonna be able to be out.
Yeah.
That's
Hey
why I was
everybody,
like,
it's the
man,
coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one
but she
between
gonna
the Buffalo
be like
Bills and the
telling you,
New
bro, by the time I
Orleans
pull up back
Saints.
and park,
With
like,
that,
go through
let's
the
get over to the
drive-through already.
Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Gaudin
Literally
and
right
Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups. But the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
crunchy Monday. So Mondays is for edibles, Tuesdays is for concentrates. Like when you fucking not the carts, but regular ones, those little things.
Mm-hmm.
Take a bath off of, I guess. Wednesdays for the weed, Thursdays for the taste,
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown.
Catch that.
Complete.
Let's go.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that is incomplete.
You see, I mean, it's already 4 minutes left in the first quarter, so we just have to watch the next game. As I make that tackle better than Cam Chancellor, on disrespect.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here.
Bro, what you talking about, bro?
That is, possess the ball for
bro, I'm making plays.
Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down now, Singletary. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Fourth down.
Like the tropicals, they might be making like relief patches and shit. Or pain relief stuff, like shit to rub in their pain reliefs. That's a tropical. I always wondered.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Bro, we lost to the Buffalo Bills 44-10.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Moki's sour blue raspberry fruit cheese. Those gel capsules. Bro, them soft gel capsules, boy. Things be here.
Ooh, Thursday prime time.
Alright. I'm gonna start chefing it up in my fucking restaurant.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football, and on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The wait is finally over. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Play fake. Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did...
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. In most cases, the best asset for a running back is his vision. In this case, it didn't work out so well. Instead of running the draw up the middle, he tried to break it out to the left. Unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is got one. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's caught by Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down. It's Banks. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick. been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Third and long for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's complete. It's Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just...
You say you dropping all your shit?
Jameis now on first down. He's got the hook up to Miller.
Okay.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, here's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Bro, my freaking...
Check 26, check 26. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of his end zone, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
Securing a bag. You playing Sims right now?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Sit down, stupid bitch.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I wouldn't even be mad though, Marcus,
Second
if we
quarter, 2 minutes
don't go to the
go.
Super Bowl this
Tie
year.
ball game.
Because I want to play in the Pro Bowl since I already won 2 Super Bowls. Because our offense literally cannot score right now. Like it's 3-3, our defense is keeping us in the game.
Action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look at this first half. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further
Jameis
down
Winston 13 for 18.
The completion good for 3 and it's 2nd down.
And like
That's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
Yeah, I'm in your face talking shit, nigga.
Leads to a 3rd down.
Dumbass.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied.
And I'm almost activated.
Like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Got his man complete over the middle.
They should have let me tackle him.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
I was about to make a clean hit, but your teammate come up and you just get the assist tackle.
What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route,
and
then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
They almost smoked me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And Bolden brings it in. Complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. So they escaped, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of fear.
Finally, we fucking scored. So ugly. Cameron Jordan, he has the orange X under his thing because he got his, he's activated. Like, he did whatever his goal is. I need one more tackle for loss. I need it for an interception. Or forced incompletion, and I'll be activated.
In the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touch.
Oh, yeah, kick us out.
Ready, flag,
draw play, Winston to Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd
quarter.
No
Marquise,
time to panic.
they running back. I forgot who they got right now. He has 14 rushes with no yards.
Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Like it just said he had 14 rushes. That's it. He doesn't have any yards.
This will be a
we've been shutting the run
now a much
down.
Tougher 3rd down looming. Well, they
like
tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really
we always
nice
make up for
tackle.
it.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No,
and Winston lost the football. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
She ain't replying to my text.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
No, she's not asleep. She was like, "You're annoying."
Ready? Blue ready. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And this... And 10.
Ready? Blue ready. Check 53. Yeah. You don't want nothing. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. He's going to look deep down the field.
Let's go.
Pick.
Let's go. Let's go. One-hander. And I'm in the zone.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad
Caught that
boy
with
up
the
for
left
grabs.
hand, Marquise one-handed. He put his hands all on me. We started fighting for the ball in the air. Caught that one-handed on him, boy.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing.
Okay, so now that I'm activated, I can't allow 10 offensive yards. If they get 10 yards, then
they go back
it
to
shuts
the air
off,
here after
basically.
the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball.
I don't know. I
flight,
could have swore it used to be
It'll be 2nd down.
like 30 yards, but maybe that's
An
for the
incomplete
like,
pass leads to
cornerbacks
2nd
and
and
stuff.
10 from the 25. Now Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's up in
So
it after a gain of 2 out to the
8 more
27.
yards.
You got the big lead defensively.
Or unless I get a
willing to
pick
give them
and
that
reset.
underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Winston. And the
Sit that
throw
shit
there
down,
going to be
bitch.
incomplete.
They threw it in my zone,
You know, it's
and
a
I
wonder he's still
boomed
moving
and he
around
dropped
back there
it.
the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
You remember what I did to Zeke, nigga? I know you remember what I did to that man. And you were wrong, Marquise. There was another Elliott on the team that had over 100 receiving yards. That wasn't Ezekiel. I don't know, bro, but it was a whole nother.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33.
Oh my God, bro! I just had a pick, and I tried to run that bitch back, and I made one dude miss, and I tried to spin. Must have been ass, boy. Them niggas got me.
As this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They really. I got 2 interceptions and 7 tackles. She said, Marquise, she was like,
defense on their toes.
I was like, I'm a strong safety. Like, I told her what I was. I was like, I boomed it. She said, we'll see about that. We will see. And I was like, all right. And then she said, "Okay, ugly, impress me. I'm impressing you right now. Go ahead, send a text."
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's another pick.
For the fourth time tonight, it's
Pick
an
six.
interception.
Pick six.
Picked off near the 42.
Pick six.
And
Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here's Williams to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field.
Ready. Just come, man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the line.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going.
Got no hope in finding him.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Saints,